Good evening. Welcome to the 60th Annual Top 100 Awards Ceremony, an event of the Pickaway Area Chamber of Commerce and sponsored by many of our local businesses, as noted on the front of your program. Businesses that if you come in contact with, please thank them for their support of their amazing celebration. I am Rob Messi, Principal of Pickaway High School. Standing in for Kathy Sherman, who could not be here with us tonight. On behalf of the Chamber Board of Directors and Ambassadors, I welcome you here this evening. We are actually honoring 173 of the top scholastic students of Christian Academy, Covington, Lehman Catholic, Miami East, Pickwick City Schools, Troy Christian, and the Upper Valley Career Center, all of which reside within the 45356 zip code. This evening is to give recognition to and celebrate these students' scholastic achievements. We have many family members and guests in the audience, including parents, grandparents, siblings, and school staff who want to be here this evening to honor your accomplishments. Special guests have joined us tonight, and I'd like to introduce them at this time. Christian Academy School Director of Academics, Christina Ballman. Covington High School Principal, Bridget Kerber. Covington High School Counselor, Laura Ayers. Pickwick City Schools Superintendent, Dwayne Thompson. Superintendent and CEO at the Upper Valley Career Center, Jason Hawk. Principal, Upper Valley Career Center, Joe Davis. And Doug Smith, Sales Engineer for French Oil Mill Machinery Company, our lead sponsor. At this time, I'd like to ask Doug to come forward with a few opening remarks.
Thanks, Rob. Good evening, everyone. The French Oil Mill Machinery Company is honored to be a lead sponsor for this event, and it is my privilege to speak here today. Being honored for scholastic achievement is a huge accomplishment. It shows dedication and hard work by both students and the parents that support them. Congratulations to all of you. It's also exceptional that the lowest GPA amongst you is a 4.0. It made me very proud to sit in the audience years ago as my children were past top 100 recipients. You and your parents should also be proud. This is a significant achievement. A little background on myself. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. I have an engineering degree and I've worked in various engineering roles, including research and development, prior to moving to Pickwa, Ohio 23 years ago and starting my career at French Oil Mill Machinery Company. You are being recognized today for an outstanding academic achievement and have demonstrated a great potential for future success. I want to share that education can open up numerous doors. As a sales engineer, I've met many brilliant people while traveling through the U.S. and other countries. I've learned of many new exciting technologies while working with various companies, including U.S. military bases, major aerospace, medical, and electronic manufacturers. Projects involving the F-35 fighter jet, fuel cells for the International Space Center, detonators for atomic weapons, circuit boards for particle accelerators, and climate sensors stationed on planet Mars. What bonds French Oil, a small company with 70 employees in a city that few can pronounce correctly, with major companies throughout the world? It's simple: education and talent. Education opens up opportunities. It doesn't matter where you were born or how old you are. Developing a trade, skill, or an education that will allow you to grow and succeed. You can touch people's lives from anywhere in the world. The combination of continued education, hard work, while being helpful and kind to others, will build a life for yourself and others. Whether this means going to college, joining the military, pursuing a music career, or attending a trade school, education lasts a lifetime. It's common for a speaker to provide an inspirational quote. I realize many of you are freshmen, sophomores, but I've selected a quote that's a little bit more fitting for upperclassmen. A quote from a comedian, Rodney Dangerfield. Now, hopefully I'm not dating myself, as he died before most of you were born. He starred in classic movies, Caddyshack, and Back to School. If you haven't seen them, ask your parents. I'm sure they have. Anyway, in the movie Back to School, he gave a commencement speech and offered this piece of advice as you go out in the world. Don't go. Stay in school. Now, entering the workforce can become challenging. The world can be scary and overwhelming. And although many of you may choose other paths other than college, the stay in school advice can be very beneficial. Developing you and forming your own core beliefs is an important part of becoming an adult. Today, many of your ideas, beliefs, and opinions are formed by your parents, teachers, and peers. I'm not saying any of these are wrong, but doing your own research, soul searching, and forming your own thoughts is vital. College provides an isolated environment where you have time to focus on yourself. Collective and independent ideas are important to avoid mistakes. There are many examples throughout history. Ideas with good intentions, but they fall short. There are numerous stories of islands and countries trying to eradicate undesirable pests, only to discover population growth of other undesirable species. New eradication efforts continued with further undesirable consequences. You may have heard of biofuels. Ethanol is a very popular one, which is a common additive in gasoline. Recent government subsidies stemmed growth in other plant-based oils, biofuels. Unfortunately, these efforts resulted in price surges in corn and soybean, while upsetting the balance of animal feed. Under the prior extraction process of oils, the remaining grain was fed to animals. With new subsidy policies, companies became less focused on useful byproducts. Simpler, less costly oil extraction processes resulted in poisonous fiber unfit for animal consumption. Electric vehicles. In 1980s, a few of my high school classmates drove electric cars, believe it or not. We also drove go-karts in our college engineering labs that ran on aluminum and water. Understanding the big picture is important. Oil drilling and gasoline is commonly labeled as a heavy contributor to environmental destruction and climate change. However, gasoline accounts for less than half of the refined products from a barrel of oil. Many of the remaining hydrocarbons are essential for the production of rubber and plastics, medicine, clothing, cell phones, household products all require oil. Are we willing to live without these products? These products remain vital to our everyday life. Then where does the gasoline byproduct end up? Sometimes the obvious isn't always obvious. Many thoughtful ideas result in unforeseen consequences. Cell phones are a great tool. Many times we are so reliant on these devices that we lose sight of our surroundings. My wife and I recently vacationed in Key West. A man approached us asking us for help. He was staring at his phone, attempting to find a nearby lighthouse. I looked around and I pointed, "That one?" Oh, above the trees across the street was the lighthouse he was searching for. This man was very embarrassed, and we all laughed about the episode. But how many can you relate to this story? Buried in your cell phone, not watching what's around you. I also have a memorable story of my son. Now, I would consider both of my sons very bright. But one day they were out riding a dirt bike in the field behind our home. As I returned home, my son was proudly telling me how he was able to fix his bike. He went on to inform me that he checked the oil, it was low, and he added some. But he was also surprised that the oil was red. I quickly asked him to show me what he had used, and he had shown me a quart of Pennzoil. Now, Pennzoil makes many fluids besides engine oil, red transmission fluid being one of them. I will admit my son was only 10 years old at the time, but once again, obvious is not always obvious. I will conclude with, do not be afraid to face challenges. Never lose sight of your passion. Continue to learn. Learn from others about their concerns and beliefs. Develop your own opinion. Life is a journey to become the best version of you. Congratulations once again. Celebrate your accomplishments. You deserve it. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we begin the most important part of the evening, recognizing our outstanding young men and women. I would ask that you hold your applause until the end of the award ceremony. Students, make sure you stop for the picture. Okay? Picture. Madison Ace. Landon Adams. Paula Alamo. Zayden Allen. Bryson Engel. Audrey Applegate. Presley Arzola. Crew Varga. Savannah Ballman. Catherine Beasley. Cameron Best. Noah Bishop. Michael Bixler. Medalis Bixler. Madison Brake. Garrett Brown. Luke Brown. Olivia Browning. Joey Burrows. Tristan Butt. Caitlin Byron. Ava Castro. Allie Cathcart. Reese Siofi. Evan Clark. Samantha Clark. Cooper Bailey. Catherine Cofsey. Brooke Kraft. Julia Curl. Cade Dankworth. Adriana Deal. Cameron DeVoe. Nolan Earick. Andrew Eichelberg. Kaylee Eilette. Owen Fast. Tatiana Foos. Addison Ford. Marn Funderburg. Gage Gamble. Ashlyn Gerhardt. Adam Gephardt. Drew Gessner. Tommy Grice. Olivia Hanson. Jackson Hemmer. Hunter Hicks. Holden Hildebrand. Josie Hill. Kaylee Hiddle. Genevieve Holden. Alyssa Hallpeter. Alexander Holt. Braden Holvold. Ryder Holden. Lainey Honeycutt. Elizabeth Hubbard. Megan Hall. Gianna James. Jacob Jensvold. Tyra Johnson. Ava Jones.
Go Ava!
Landon Jones. Brianna Joel. Chase Joyle. Aubrey Karn, Garrett Katz, Aiden Keener, Lillian King, Preston King, Paige Kinney, Abigail Kirk, Emily Kaiser, Braden Kohler,
That's my boy.
Emery Coleman, Tate Coleman, Jackson Lambert, Braylon Langston, Braden Langston, all right, Gracie LaPointe, Austin Lau, Andon Loftman, Trenton Loftman, Lance Lawson, Adding Leisure, Alexis Lee, Daria Lee, and Caden Lee. Sierra Leonard, Camia Lloyd, Casey Mans, Brody Manson, Lorelei Manson, Carson Mars, Weston Mars, Alexander Martin, Chloe Martin, Monica Martin, Xander Mason, Katie McFarland, Brooklyn McGuire, Jack McMacken, Matt Meering, Avery Miller, Layla Mitchell, Hazel Morrison, Zach Murphy, Micah Napier, Anaya No, Donovan O'Leary, Campbell O'Neill, Nicholas Ortiz, Hannah Palmer, Kennedy Marshall, Kiera Marshall, Isabel Perkins, Adelie Perry, Hannah Peterson, Owen Peterson, Ty Pettis, Emma Perrion, Aga Pulowski, Rashad Pope, Alexandria Preston, Emma Preston, Rachel Price, Rihanna Radcliffe, Karina Ramirez, Nadia Ramirez, Malachi Reese, Mason Reisner, Julianne Robbins, Aiden Sarson, Haley Schultz, Katie Shaw, Trinity Shahan, Boston Sherman, Hunter Schaffner, Carlana Sims, Gabe Sloan, Allison Smith, Dominic Smith, Lucas Smith, Ella Snyder, Jenna Snyder, Owen Snyder, Kendall Soda, Hunter Steike, Lyric Stutz, Ashlyn Sullivan, Megan Sweetman,
Yay, Megan.
Donovan Taylor, Riley DeWalt,
That's my girl.
Benjamin Thompson, Brianna Thompson. Oh, I'm sorry, Brianna. Samari Tucker, Isabel Vincent, Helen Vlahos,
Let's go, Helen!
McKenna Watson, Dylan Weatherly, Berkeley Webster Gerlach, Sarah Weiser, Brady Weiss, I'm sorry, Weiss. Weiss, I was right? Okay. Lucy Weiss. Riley Weldon. Ian Wessel. Dylan Westfall. Austin Wilfus. Madison Winthrop. Alexa Wire. And Alyssa York.
Let it go, Liz.
I'm asked to give a last round of applause, but apparently we figured that out. Pickaway Area Chamber of Commerce would like to thank you for all attending this year's celebration. In closing this announcement and our top 100 recipients, on the back of your award you will see a coupon to be used only tonight as you exit the stadium. There will you find Susie's Big Dipper for an after awards ice cream treat. These are being provided to you by Mark Reedy and Spencer Peltier, Private Financial, to congratulate you on your success. After the top 100 have made their way to receive their sweet treat, anyone else that would like to purchase some delicious ice cream, please feel free. Our 4-year recipients. So if you've got it all 4 years, so you're a senior and you've had it all 4 years, I'd like for you to come to the front stage so we can get a group photo. Also, before leaving, take your banner that's attached to the fence. These banners were presented by the Pickle High School staff and presented to you by Hume Company CPA as a memento for achieving the Top 100 award beginning with your first year in high school. It's pretty special, guys. Thank you all again, and have a wonderful and safe week. For your people, do not run away. For your